Hello. This is going to be a bit of a different video from me. I've actually never told anyone this, and I'm about to broadcast it on the internet. So it's World Mental Health Day this week, and if you've followed me for a while, you'll know that I always say, like, I've experienced it, I know how it feels like, I understand what it's like to suffer with mental illness, but I've never actually told my story, and I finally feel ready. I'm going to put a trigger warning here, just in case. Oh god, this is like, I've never said this out loud before. I'm going to get straight to the point, but there's been 2 times in my life, the last time being literally a year ago, where I have felt suicidal. Yeah. And when I say that, I don't mean like I was gonna act on it. I would never do that. But there has been times where I haven't wanted to live anymore. Even my friends don't know this, like the extent of it. First time was in lockdown, and I think I distracted myself with all my uni work. That when I finished uni, then it was lockdown, and it was like sort of just trapped with my own thoughts, that it all hit me. And I remember throwing up the counselling service, and I remember saying, and I quote, "I don't want to be here anymore." And I'll never forget that woman saying to me, "Oh, you just like want to go on holiday, get away for a bit." And I didn't even have the energy to say, like, that's not what I mean. So I just agreed with it. But I remember like crying down the phone and saying, like, I'm really scared. 6 months of counselling, and I felt a lot better. And I felt great for a while, and then last year, I kind of convinced myself that I wasn't important to anyone. But I know that I, like, my family and stuff, obviously care about me. But when I had counselling the first time, we figured out that because there's such, I have a brother and sister, but they're a lot older than me, and because there's such a big age gap, I see my friends as siblings. And when I see my friends like spending, not necessarily spending more time, but just, well, I knew that I was important to them, but I convinced myself that I wasn't. Like, you know, sometimes people get busy and they won't reply straight away, or they won't reply for like a few days. That in my head last year translated to, they don't care about me. And my friends are so important to me that, I don't know, I just spiraled into feeling incredibly lonely. And then to make it worse, I would isolate myself. And I remember driving one day, crying my eyes out, and thinking, if at least if I died, I wouldn't have to feel this way anymore. And then it hit me, I was like, shit, I should not be thinking that. And it was that moment I was like, I'm going to get myself out of this. And I used everything that I'd learned in counselling and pulled myself out of it without anyone knowing. And it wasn't obviously an overnight thing. I remember going away for my birthday for a weekend, and I thought this weekend away was gonna like cure me, because it was like just, you know, escaping for a bit, and it didn't. And my friend who came with me, she remember like I cried a lot while we were away. And then I came back and it just went back to how I was feeling before that weekend. Last Christmas as well, there's this pressure on Christmas to feel happy like for the whole day, and I just didn't. I just felt really shit. But that's alright. I got through it. And then it was around that time actually that I booked the Bali holiday, because I really wanted a holiday to look forward to. I had no one to go with, you know, my friends couldn't afford it, or they had plans or whatever circumstances, so I just booked it. And then that's, from that point, started building more confidence. So this is your sign that everything will be alright, even if it doesn't feel like it right now.